Yeah, you read that title right. Yeah, I did cry. No, but I've never cried at any form of media before, whether it's games, movies, books. I don't read books, so realistically, I'm not gonna cry at that. But Persona 5, it made me cry. I didn't even get the true ending. I don't spoil it in the comments, please, because I'm gonna replay the 100-hour game just so I can get the true ending. Yeah, this game might have made me cry because of the ending. So I want this to be a little bit of a yap sesh video. I know I haven't uploaded in a month. Where? No, I haven't uploaded in a month. How scary. Yeah, but I just wanted to kind of share my experiences with Persona 5, and then maybe when I complete the full royal part of the game, the royal true ending, I might even make a full-length video on the game like I am with the transformed video. That video is very close to being done, by the way, so give it a couple of weeks, maybe around a month, that video will be done. Now, I just want to get this out of the way. Never in my life have I been a fan of long games. I'm more someone who either plays games which don't have an ending. That, for example, like Rocket League or something, that game, there's no end to that game, you can just play it whenever. Or like Minecraft, or like Roblox. I don't really like Roblox much anymore though, because it's Roblox. But I'm more of someone where you can just sit down and play it for a couple of hours. I think Sonic is probably one that doesn't apply here, because I mean, what my point is that I'm not a fan of long games which it will take you a while to complete. So when I saw Persona on Xbox Game Pass, I was like, I'm probably not gonna like it, but we'll just play it, sure. I remember playing the first like 2.5 hours. You know, I got introduced to, yeah, by the way, there's gonna be spoilers here probably, so if you're currently playing the game, you might want to click off and unsubscribe and block me and report me. And I'm joking. No, but I downloaded this game. I played around 2.5 hours. I got introduced to Joker. I got introduced to Sejiro, Morgana, Ryuji, Kamoshida, and then I played around 2.5 hours, and I was like, okay, this game's good. I'll continue playing a different day. I didn't play for 2 weeks. And I remember I was talking to my friend who is like kind of into Persona, and she was like, oh, yeah, it's a really good game. And then I told her, like, you know, I know it's a good game, but I just haven't played it. So, and then randomly I just got this urge to be like, do you know what, I'm just gonna load it up and see what happens. So I loaded it up, and ever since that day I probably played it for around 4 to 5 hours, up until I got the vanilla good ending. I've never had a game get me so addicted and so gripped by the horns than this game. Genuinely, if you have Xbox Game Pass, if you just have Xbox in general, however much Persona 5 Royal is, it's worth it. And if you have Game Pass, it's free. So definitely get it if you have Game Pass, because it's so fun. So I just want to kind of go over the story. This is the thing about me, I'm not good at explaining stories, especially when it comes to games, especially when it comes to Persona actually, which has such a hard story to just tell to someone. But if you have played the game, you will know what I'm on about. So I kind of just, I think on maybe the second or first day where I came back to playing this game after the 2 weeks I left it, I think I defeated Kamoshida. And I remember just thinking then, like, this game is such an abstract concept. Just imagine saying to someone, oh, there's some weird pedo teacher at your school, and you can dive into his heart and change his heart and make him confess his crime. That's just such an abstract concept. And it isn't just a teacher, there's other people, you know, you've got Madarame, some artist who plagiarized all his students' work. You've got Kaneshiro, who's like the leader of a mafia. You've got, who was the fourth one? Futaba as well, who eventually became a phantom thief. You've got, who was the fifth one? The fifth one was Okamura, I think it was. And then it was Sainijima, and then it was Shido at the end. This game as well, something that it does compared to loads of other games, like, I'm going to compare Persona to Sonic here. I love the Sonic villains. I love Eggman, I love Metal Sonic. Not as like, as a villain, as in a character. Like, I love them so much. I love all these villain characters. If you like any of the Persona villains, you're a weirdo. Oh, I think I had a voice crack there. if you like any of the Persona characters, you are a weird person, because what Atlas do with the villains is they make you not like the villains because of all the bad stuff they do. That is just such like a crazy thing to be able to do, because most villains in any game, people love them. But if you, again, like I said, if you love any of the Persona villains, you're a weirdo. But going back to the whole Kamoshida thing, so you had the change of heart happen, and it was really cool. You get introduced to, I hate saying Ann, but that's her name. I prefer to say Anne because that's how it's spelled. I'm just gonna say Anne. You get introduced to Anne, which is a pretty cool character. I don't mind her. She's pretty funny. I like the scene where Yusuke talks about. Yusuke asked if Anne cracked her bum.
Oh, I think I cracked my ass.
Anne, are you alright? Is yours cracked as well?
Isn't it supposed to be though?
no, just again, another thing about this game is I don't laugh at games. It's like any game I play, it doesn't physically make me laugh. This game made me laugh so much. But then when you get to the Madarame boss fight, you get introduced to Yusuke, who's a cool character. At first I hated him, but now I quite like him because he's quite funny. And then in the Kaneshiro boss fight, you get introduced to Makoto, who's really genuinely one of my favourite characters. She's so cool. The whole bike thing as well. What's that? I like the cutscene where she like awakens her persona, and like Yusuke says, "Oh, a persona," and then Ryuji goes like, "Nah, dude, that's a bike."
A persona?
No, dude. It's a bike.
That was a really bad American accent, my fault. But I think another thing I like about this game is that it's a mix of a story with lots of freedom. And this might be a weird thing to compare it to, but Minecraft a bit, because Minecraft, you have a set goal, which is beat the game, but you also have a lot of freedom where you can do whatever you want, you can build whatever you want. That is like this game. The only thing that I wish that happened is after the game ended, you could just do whatever for the whole rest of the time. You could just speak to whoever, walk around. What's it? The game's set in Tokyo, I'm pretty sure. That's really bad if I got that wrong. I'm pretty sure the game's set in Tokyo. But just walk around Tokyo, do anything, get introduced to new characters. I wish that... I think my mic just unplugged. I might have to say what I just said again. But I wish the game didn't end kind of abruptly in the ending. Again, I didn't get the royal ending. I didn't get the true ending. I got the vanilla good ending. But I wish that you could just explore. Yeah, I wish you could explore the whole of Tokyo whenever you wanted. But then now I think about it, it does go against the end of the story where, spoilers, Joker or Ren, he gets sent back to his hometown. Yeah, I'm gonna continue on. So yeah, after you get introduced to Makoto, you know, Kaneshiro or whatever, then you get introduced to Futaba, which is so cool because I think you're probably around 40 hours in at that point, maybe 30, after the Kaneshiro boss fight, and then you get really used to this concept that everyone who has a palace is evil. But then when you meet Futaba, you realise that, oh, she isn't evil, but she has a palace. And the whole thing with Futaba, it's so hard to explain, but Futaba asks you to change her heart, which is crazy. So eventually you change Futaba's heart. I think that point I almost cried at the Futaba thing where she like awakens her persona. And the thing is as well, with the big like her cognition of her mother, like this big flying sphinx version of Wakaba, is so like genuinely scary. Like it genuinely gave me goosebumps. Like that was such a scary part of the game, but I did really like it. I think Futaba's palace, it was while I was playing it, I didn't really enjoy the palace, but now I look back on it, it's one of the better palaces in the game. I think probably my favourite palace is I do like Shido's. Shido's is probably my favourite. Maybe Kaneshiro's, maybe. Yeah, but after the whole Futaba thing, where Futaba then joins your team, is it that point where Sujiro finds out you're a Phantom Thief? I think it is. I'm trying to rerun my memory here. I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, Sujiro finds out you're a Phantom Thief, which is quite cool. I like that because at first Sujiro is like shouting at you saying, oh, but like, why are you a phantom thief? Blah 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 blah. And then eventually kind of like settles in with the fact you're a phantom thief, and he's like, okay, I'll do whatever I need to protect you. Sejiro is probably my favorite character actually, because he's so like, at first I actually hated him because he seems so strict, but now like I actually like him as a character. I think he had probably the best growth as a character in the game. But yeah, after the whole Futaba thing, Okamura, where you meet Haru. Haru's quite it's when Morgana runs away as well. I saw something on TikTok. I saw something on TikTok. It was like some AI. I think it was like Vigil AI or something. I'm gonna put it on screen now while I'm talking about.
This dude just trying his hardest to be in the camera, bro. You want attention that bad, bro? Yeah, let him have it. Let him have his 5 seconds.
But Ryuji just did not care that Morgana left, and it was so funny. I hate how Morgana and Ryuji hate each other. But no, but then you meet Haru, who probably has the funniest introduction ever. She just keeps saying like, I forgot what she says. I forgot the exact line she says. I think she says, "We're gonna steal the treasure." She said it about 3 times, and I found it so funny.
We will take the treasure.
But then eventually Haru joins your team as well. You get to meet Haru, who I think is quite a cool character. People don't dislike her. People just find her like really irrelevant. I think Haru is a really cool character. Not my favourite. Again, my favourite is either Morgana or Makoto. But yeah, you meet Haru, and then that is all the Phantom Thieves, as I know of. Because I know in the Royal True ending, I think in the True ending, you I think Akechi and what's her name, Kasumi, join the Phantom Thieves as well. But yeah, that's all of the Phantom Thieves currently. And then you do the whole thing with Sainijima. You do the whole oh yeah, when you do the Sainijima thing, that's when like the whole, I don't even know how to explain it. The whole thing where like Akechi shoots you, all that stuff happens. And then the whole time I'm like, wait, why is everyone crying? Did I accidentally get the bad ending or something? And then I saw Ryuji do that little smile during the cutscene. I was like, ah, that was really, really cool.
You're shitting me. We got him.
And then I remember like everyone's waiting in the cafe, and then you come in the cafe and everyone runs up to you and starts like hugging you and stuff. It's really cool. That was probably my favourite part of the whole entire game, because genuinely I was stood there, hands on my head, like, what the hell, this is the sickest game I've ever played. So that's when you did the Sainijima Palace, that happened, and then you do the last palace, which is Shido. That was quite cool. Yeah, Shido's palace was probably my favourite palace. I think his character was quite cool. The fact that you get introduced to him, he's one of the first characters you see at the start. Then around like after the Kamoshida boss fight, so I want to say around 15 hours in, you see him again. And then at the end of the game, he's the big bad boss. That was quite cool. Yeah, I loved that. And so after you defeat Shido, everyone says like, oh, why isn't the public liking us? And it turns out the whole public has like an infected heart or whatever it's called. So then you need to go in mementos, and then you find out where Morgana was made, and blah, 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 blah. And then you do the Holy Grail boss fight, and then you do the final boss, which is, I forgot his name, but the big god. And what I love about all the bosses in this game is every single boss is based off one of the 7 deadly sins, which I think is really a really cool idea. So yeah, that's kind of not the story, but kind of what happens in the game. Now I just want to go over the other stuff, the game, kind of like the features of the game. The battling, I haven't played any of the other Persona games. I know Persona 6, Persona 4 Revival was coming out. I have Persona 3 Reload because I was like, Persona 5 is so good. I pre-fired getting Persona 3 Reload. It was on sale. It wasn't that expensive. It was like £22, which I'll put on screen here is how much it is in dollars. So yeah, it was on sale. So I got Persona 3 Reload. I haven't played it yet, but yeah, I want to go over the features. So yeah, as I was saying, I've played all of them. No, I've heard of all them, and I've heard that the battling in Persona 5 is the best out of the whole entire series, which I did enjoy the battling genuinely, except in the Okamura boss fight. I had to literally go to safe mode, which is kind of like almost the peaceful mode of Minecraft in Persona, kind of. Actually, no, it's not. No, it isn't. Ignore what I said. It's nothing like the peaceful mode, because there's still enemies about. But you know what I mean. It makes the game much easier. Yeah, but I had to go to safe mode because the Okamura boss fight is literally hell. It's terrible. I'm gonna be honest. I really hated it. That whole palace was kind of bad, except for Haru. Haru was literally the only good thing about that palace. No, but yeah, the battling was really cool. Really enjoyed it. I like that whenever you go in a battle, Last Surprise, the song plays. I knew about that song way before Persona. Way before I even got introduced to Persona. But I didn't know it was from Persona. And then eventually kind of came full circle. I found out Last Surprise was from Persona 5. And yeah, Last Surprise is a great song, honestly. I went to the gym today and I was literally listening to it as I went to the gym, as I walked there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Again, the music, just in general, the music's really good. I really like the right now I'm currently watching the Persona 5 anime, because there's an anime of it. I like the intro music, I like the outro music of it too. One of them's called, hold on, I'm gonna have to look right now. Actually, I need to see what the songs are called. They're on my playlist. Let me just check. Yeah, so the song Break Into Breakout and Infinity from the Persona 5 anime. Both of them are incredible songs. I just love the music in Persona as a whole. All the Palace songs are incredible. Still think Sonic music is better, but yeah, I do like Persona music a lot. Social links, so like the confidence thing, or confidence, I don't know, I think it's confidence. That's really cool. I love how they're based on like tarot cards, I'm pretty sure. The Major Arcana, I think it's called. It's really cool. I like the idea of it. I am a Temperance. If anyone is into tarot cards or whatever it is, I'm Temperance, which is like you're a very peaceful and calm person, which I think fits me. You can do the hanging out after school with characters again, which relates to the whole social links thing. That's quite cool. I'm gonna be honest, I never hung out with Ryuji, and I probably should have. I never hung out with Maruki, which I should have, because now I have to play the whole like 90-hour game again, just so I can get the true ending. I never spoke to Maruki. Yeah, if you're watching this, and you haven't, and you're currently playing Persona, first of all, why? Because you've just gotten loads of spoilers. Second of all, if it's like before, I think it's November 18th in the game, talk to Maruki, the therapist guy at the school. Talk to him and get into max rank, or else you can't beat the game fully. Yeah, just talk to him, please, or else you're gonna have to play the full game again. It's really annoying me. But yeah, I liked hanging out. I'll tell you just some of my favorite characters who I liked hanging out with. Right, let me just get one out of the way. The one I didn't like hanging out with was the teacher Kawakami. That was weird. I'm not even gonna go into that. When I did hang out with Ryuji, he was quite cool. I didn't like hanging out with Akechi, I just thought he was pretty weird. I did like hanging out with Kasumi. Yeah, she was pretty alright. Makoto, again, one of my favourite characters, so yeah, I liked hanging out with her. And I never hung out with Yusuke. I hung out with like twice, he was pretty cool. Sejiro, I liked hanging out with. He was quite cool. Yeah, it's quite a sad story, Sejiro, actually, but I did like hanging out with him. Futaba, I liked hanging out with. Her. She spoke in a way which annoyed me a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. She kept using like gamer slang. Like sometimes I'd just look at it and be like, Futaba, you're a cool character, but please shut up. Like genuinely, sometimes she annoyed me. Takemi, of course, the doctor person. I only realistically hung out with her because I wanted to upgrade my what's it called? I think you can lower the prices of the stuff and you can get more items from her. That's literally the only reason I hung out with her. The gun guy, I think his name was EY. He's pretty cool. I mean, he did like the gun customization stuff. I didn't know what it was, so I'd never used it. It was pretty useless in my opinion. But yeah, no! I've just realised I was talking about social links. Social links is the star thing. I was talking about confidence there. So let me actually talk about the social links. So social links, there are kindness, charm, guts, knowledge, and proficiency. That's what it was. I maxed out all of them before I beat the game. It's kind of a grind. It is a little bit of annoying because it gives you less time to talk to your confidence. But it is a cool idea. I did actually, to be fair, I just said it was annoying. I actually really liked it. If the game didn't have that, it wouldn't be as good. I actually really liked that as an idea. And the fact that you can only do certain stuff if you have a high enough social link. That's cool. Yeah, I liked that. I really did. Now, the ending, the whole thing where Morgana died, I was pretty sad about that because again, Morgana's one of my favorite characters. I didn't cry at that though, because then eventually Morgana comes back and you're like, oh, so yeah, you're like, oh, you didn't even die, so what's the point? No. I'm really like, I sounded really dismissive there. No, I really liked the whole thing where like Morgana fake dies. Everyone's really sad, everyone cries about it, and then everyone's talking about like, oh, I just wish Morgana was here, and then he just appears. And when I don't know who said it, but when I think it was Ryuji who said, well, one of the members isn't here, and then I think like it was either Haru or Anne went, oh yeah, Morgana. I just knew right then before Morgana even walked in that Morgana was gonna walk in. So yeah, and then it's at the end it was kind of just, what even happened? Oh yeah, no, it just skipped loads and loads of days. I thought you were just gonna have loads of time to do whatever you needed to until the game ended. It skipped like I think it skipped like a whole entire month of the game, and eventually that's when you need to go on the train and leave. That's the point where I might have shed a few tiny little tears. Yeah, I think 50% of the tears were, I shed like 4 tears by the way, so don't go saying stuff in the comments. I shed 4 tears. 4. I counted them on my fingers. Yeah, I think half of it was like I didn't want the game to end. I know that sounds stupid, but like I didn't want the game to end. And then half of the tears were kind of the ending, because it was kind of sad knowing that like, I mean, after this there's nothing else. You just go home and yeah, that's the end of the game. No, I did genuinely really enjoy this game. Again, no spoilers because I'm going to play through this whole entire game again, get the true ending, and then I think I said this earlier, I'm going to make a big long video about Persona 5 because I really enjoy this. And then I'm going to play Persona 3, and then probably by then Persona 4 Revival will be out on Game Pass so I can play that, and then probably by then Persona 6 will be out on Game Pass so I can go and play that. Again, like I said earlier, Persona is different because like I've never cried at any form of media ever. Movies, I don't care. Games I've played, even Sonic games which try and have a sad twist on it, don't phase me because I'm sick. I'm sick in the head. I'm a monster. It don't phase me. No, but no, Persona made me cry just because I didn't want the game to end. Realistically, the game isn't ending. What the hell? Not sure if you heard that. My Alexa just randomly went off. It made me cry because I didn't want the game to end, and also, well, the game isn't ending anyway, because I still need to play through the whole game and get the true ending, in which I'll probably cry again. Yeah, I'm quite excited to play through the game again. I actually don't mind playing through like the 110-hour game again. Because honestly, all that time I spent on the game was so worth it because of how good it is. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about Persona. I just want to talk about Persona because I've been really into it recently. If you look at my community posts on YouTube, you will see that I literally changed my banner on YouTube to this, which I'm putting on screen now. I changed my banner on YouTube to that. Half of it is Sonic, half of it's Persona because I love Persona so much. It changed how I look at games. It's so good, and I haven't even got the true ending. God knows what's gonna happen when I get the true ending. I'll probably become a massive Persona fan, maybe even bigger than Sonic. I don't know, maybe. I don't want to say 10 out of 10 masterpiece because again I haven't finished it, but it probably is when I finish it. But yeah, that's all. I just wanted to talk about Persona because I needed to get something out. It's been like a month since I uploaded and you've had no updates at all. Transformed video is almost finished. That's about it. I love you all so much. Love you. Have a good morning, night, afternoon, evening, dawn, any time of day. You might be in heaven or hell right now watching this, and there may not even be any form of time. It might not even be night or day right now. I'm yapping. Right, love you all, bye.
Ooh, yeah.